What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Cowboy Drummer. Today we are ranking the best and worst drum products. This is part 2. I did part 1 the other day. I got a whole new round of products. I got a tier list, and I'm going to place them where I think they belong on the tier list. Now, when you look over here, you got S tier. That's the absolute must-have. That's the best tier. You got to have it, all right? Why is S above A? I don't know. That's what the kids are doing. I'm just following suit. A is great. That's a great drum product. Greatness. They nailed it. B, this is a decent product. Nothing really bad to say, but it's not quite into the greatness level, but it is good. C, this is our kind of whack tier. Brother, it's just kind of whack. I don't know what else to say there. D, this is our useless tier. Shouldn't have made it. Shouldn't have put it out. It's useless. We don't want it, brother. I'm going to click on the product. This is no specific order. I'm going to click on one in my folder here, and we're going to place it on the tier list and talk about it, starting with the Tama quick release wing nuts. They have a hi-hat clutch version of this as well, and I already know you guys are going to disagree with me here. A lot of people are. I'm putting this in the B tier. All right, this is a decent product. A lot of you are going to put this in the A tier, perhaps the S tier. Okay, I just can't, man. They pop off on me when I'm really laying into that cymbal. It's not a problem. They don't come off all the time. They work good. But when you really, like if I'm playing a show and I got that unmatched adrenaline that you don't get at practice, you're hitting things a little different. All right, you got a little extra edge. You're hitting that snare drum a little harder. I've had these go flying on me before. So I just can't put it in the great tier. I bet a lot of people don't have that problem. If you're just playing kind of light, I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. I've had them pop off. I can't put it in the great tier unless they can figure out a way to keep it on better. I don't know. You know how if you have a really cheap hi-hat clutch, the bottom will break down, it'll unscrew, and then your hi-hat will be like not working. I got this DW one touch clutch. It is so good. It never one time has unscrewed on me. Never once. So if they can make a hi-hat clutch that doesn't do that, maybe they can make a quick release that doesn't do that. I don't know. It's two different things. So the idea is a must-have. And in fact, maybe DW's, because they have one too. It's like metal though. It's not plastic. Maybe theirs works better. Maybe theirs solves this issue I'm talking about. Someone leave a comment if you've tried them. But this Tama one, that's a B tier product. This next one is called Tandem Drops. This was a popular, you guys commented this one in the last video, wanting me to feature it on this show. So here we are. This is a felt drum dampener. You can see they come in different sizes. I really like these guys. I'm putting these in the A tier. This is a great product. So if you've never seen these before, it's got this rubber thing. It clips onto your tension rod and it dampens your drum. The classic way, felt, right? This is what we've used to dampen drums forever. Ludwig's been using felt dampeners for like 100 years. It's very popular. And now we got them in a modern twist here. And it sounds really cool. In fact, you can get kind of this gated drum sound out of them because when you hit the drum, it'll pop up a little. They dance a little bit. That's part of the effect that it's doing to your drum there. It's really, really cool stuff. Shout out to my brother Daniel over there. You can see they're different sizes, like a 10, 12, 16 perhaps. And then this big square one is good for a snare drum. Really, really like these. Check them out. They don't pop off your tension rod too. That's the other thing. It's a nice snug fit on there. I really like them. Tandem Drops. A tier, great product. Yes, what do we have here? Some good old-fashioned Lug Locks. I'm not even going to say good old-fashioned because, brother, these are not good. In fact, these are useless. All right, this is a D tier product. These are useless, man. If you look at the market with all the different tension rod locks that are out there, this is like by far the worst one. I mean, you guys know I talk about Rock Locks. Shout out to Rock Locks, bro. They are literally the greatest tension rod lock. They just are. They work, all right? And there's a bunch of other options on the market that blow these out of the water. So if you're looking at tension rod locks, this is not the one. Not even close, brother. This is useless. They're not even, see this round circle cutout? It's not holding on to your tension rod. You can just swivel it around. The rim does hold it a little, but man, if you've used these, they're not that great. Like I said, with all the different lug locks that are out right now, these are not it, brother. That's useless. This one is the Minyl cymbal tuner. This is interesting product right here. It's a magnet type system that you put on your cymbal so that you can dampen the sound of your cymbal. Okay, you can control kind of the sustain and whatnot. And I'm putting it in the C tier, guys. It's kind of whack. It's not like completely useless, but in fact, let me show you this video so you can see what I'm talking about. So it does dampen your cymbal, okay? You can move it around and it's, you know, you can kind of change the sound of your cymbal, but I feel like those are popping off too. I did read some things. Now, I've never tried these, so I can't say firsthand, but I read a couple things. If you Google this, you'll see what I mean too. There's some Reddit threads. They kind of pop off on guys, but I feel like it's more for a jazzy kind of player, perhaps, especially if you're creating that dry cymbal sound using these. I don't see a rock and roll, you know, I don't see art crews using these. So I don't think whoever's using them, they're having that issue. But in my mind, they're kind of whack, dude. Someone maybe can change my mind. If I really got to dampen my cymbal, I'll slap a gel on it. I don't need this whole ass other system with magnets that I'm gonna lose them. So yeah, kind of whack. It's a C tier. The Evans Real Feel practice pad. I featured another practice pad on the last video. It was one of those multi-surface pads that has, you know, it's like 5 practice pads in one. I said it was, I think I put it in the useless tier. Or maybe I said it was kind of whack. I don't know. This one here, brother, this is an S tier must-have product. This is the best practice pad on the market. I've played probably 30 different practice pads, and I already know this topic right here is going to have a wide variety of opinions, okay? It's not that deep. Practice your rudiments, you know what I'm saying? It really doesn't matter. But if we're talking about practice pads, this is the best one. It's the practice pad. In fact, I guarantee this is the highest selling practice pad. I got a feeling, brother, if you go to Amazon and type it in, I bet this pops up first. I went to the Evans factory and I saw how these were made, and it was a pretty awe-inspiring moment, I'm not gonna lie, because this is a sought after, this is like the most famous practice pad. I saw the brothers and sisters making it. I saw the big foam, like before they cut out this octagon shape, I saw the material. And it was really, really cool to watch them build it and watch it come together. If you don't have it, you got to get it. It's a must-have. It's an S-tier product. The best practice pad out there. Shout out to Evans. Shout out to D'Addario. Greatest company ever, brother. What else we got? Okay, Snare Weight. This is another popular one on the last video that you guys were commenting. Wanted me to feature it here, which is what we're doing today. And this product right here is going in the A tier. This is a great product. I've used these on tour. I got a couple things to say about it, but first let me tell you there are 2 different kinds. This is just like a leather strap, and see these ends, these little metal bits? Those are magnetic, so you can fold this into that middle metal bit, and it'll clip to it, so you can like change the size of the dampener. Do you know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. And then they got this metal one. It's a lot different than this. It's like a metal clamp, but it dampens your drum. This is the one that I've used. This is the one I have experience with. And it's great. Like everything else, when you put on your snare drum and you hit it really hard, it wants to pop off. These things do kind of flip. It doesn't completely pop off my drum, I will say that, because this clip that clips onto the rim is pretty good. It stays in place. But the arms will flap. And, you know, I'll look down and I'll see both of them things are on the middle magnet. And I'm like, okay, so what do I got to tape it down? You know, stuff like that. They flip around a little bit, but they absolutely do not come off the drum. And that's why I got it in the A tier. I can't put it in the must-have. It's just got to be really, really perfect, in my opinion. And this is, brother, it's a little notch under there. It's great. It's one of the better drum dampeners, for sure. They make a bunch of different kinds as well. Check it out. Snare Weight. It looks cool on the drum as well. All right, this is an interesting one to put in the tier list, and we're doing it. This is a leather bag. And... well, first of all, they want $340 for it, and it's got that distressed, you know, this kind of shitty look. Brother and sisters, I'm putting this in the D tier. This is kind of useless. Now, hear me out. People might really like this. It has a vibe to it. It's like an industrial kind of vibe. You know those apartments that they're unfinished? Like there's pipes, they got metal fucking, you can see the infrastructure of the building, but it's supposed to be like hip. Get the hell out of here. Finish the fucking ceiling, bro. Put the drywall, finish it. I want it to look nice. I don't want an industrial vibe. I'm not at like a cool restaurant. I'm at home. You know, that's the vibe we're doing with this bag. Look at the leather. It's distressed and it looks like shit. That's my opinion. Again, I know people like that look, but $340? Get the hell out of here, brother. That's part of why this is useless. Now, if that price tag said $99, you know, then maybe we can put it up to like the kind of whack or decent tier. To me, that's a $49 bag. Then it would be great. But I don't know. Do you like that distressed leather look? Do you want your leather to look like shit and think it's cool? Not me. I want it to look I want it to look nice, and I don't want it to be almost damn near $400. That's useless, bro. I'm sorry whoever designed that. I'm sorry for the people who love this. By all means, brothers and sisters, go get it. If you really like that, that's your vibe. This is my opinion. I would never I wouldn't come close to considering this thing. It's useless. I love you though. All right, this is the Evans EMAD. Well, the EMAD 2 specifically, but any of the EMADs are going to do just fine in this category here. Guys, I know this might be a little surprising because we're doing accessories and we're doing all these little products. I don't care. I'm putting this in the S tier. This is a absolute must-have product. This is the best bass drum head ever, okay? I know you can throw in the Super Kick up there. You can throw in whatever Remo's version. What do they got? The Power Stroke. I'm not really sure what they got over there. All I know is this one is better than all of them. All right, Remo knows that. Everyone knows that. That's why Remo came out with their version of it after the patent expired, and they could, because they know it was a hit. And I'm not going to be surprised if Aquarian kind of drops their version of the John as well. This is the original one, and it's the best, man. Honestly, I feel like most drummers know about this. It's been around for 20 years or something. It's not new. But it is the best bass drum head, in my opinion. It's a must-have. That's an S-tier product. When that first came out, they nailed that. That was like revolutionary. And everyone had it. Get the hell out of here. That's an S-tier must-have product. All right, we got a couple more to look at, starting with this one, the drum bumper. The old drum bumper. Guys, I'm putting this one in the C tier. It's kind of whack. All right, it's kind of whack. Now, I totally get the market. There's a lot of people that don't want their drums to get bumped into each other. You know, I paid a lot of money for that. I don't want it to get ruined. I totally 100% understand that. You might think I disrespect my shit, you know, because of my videos, but I don't. I respect my gear. I'm not trying to, you know, damage anything on purpose. However, I'm not going to this extreme to make sure my drums don't touch, dude. There's a million things that can happen. If you're playing gigs, your drums are a guitar player's gonna hit it. Something's gonna happen. Shit's always gonna hit your drums. If you care that much about that kit that you don't want a rim to hit the side of your shell, don't bring that one to the gig. And if you're using these for just your basement at-home drum kit, maybe you got OCD, brother. I don't know. I get why people are using them. Again, this is all my opinion, guys. I would never, never one time would that cross my mind. Like, damn, I really don't want my tom to hit my snare. Who gives a shit? Nothing's going to happen. Again, if you don't want to mark on your expensive drum, then sure. It's just, I don't care. I don't know. I care about my gear, but I don't care that much. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of whack. I'd never get it. All right, this is the last thing we're looking at, guys. This is a bass drum clamp, so you can mount like a cowbell or maybe a glockenspiel or a tiny little timbali on your bass drum. I'm putting this in the B tier. This is a decent product. I know a lot of people will not use this at all. This is absolutely useless to a lot of people because the idea of clamping this on their hoop is just a no-go. I mean, I've seen comments of people like, you're crazy if you think I'm clamping that on my hoop, on my DW collector, you know, on my 72 Ludwig hoop. It's like, okay, again, the same thing with the drum bumper. Maybe that brother uses a drum bumper. He ain't using the bass drum clamp. I get it. There's a market for it. But I ain't worried about my bass drum hoop that much. I mean, I see everyone makes one of these. Pearl makes one. If it was really damaging to bass drum hoops, I don't think all these companies would be making their version, putting it out. Now, perhaps I could put this in the A tier. It might qualify as a great product. I mean, the idea is really, really good to just have a cowbell mounted right in the middle, kind of where most people put it, right on the bass drum without having to boom a stand, slip it underneath your ride. I could put this in the A tier. It's a great idea, bro. And you know what I mean? Even like, it's like mounting a tom in your bass drum, like how Yamaha does. Absolutely love that. You know what? I'm moving this to the A tier. I don't know where I was going with the decent. That's a great product. That's a great idea. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel. Shout out to all my members. I love you guys. If you want to join the membership, you can support your brother too. We have lots of fun, bro. I do giveaways. I got a new series where I'm giving away 50 drum kits to 50 kids in every state of America, brother. 50 states, 50 drum kits. That's coming very soon. I'm out. Have a good day. Happy whatever. What's today? Happy Monday, sister. See ya.